Hello, my name is Victoria Maldonado, and we are doing lab number 2. Got all the required materials here. We have the Milky Ways, the sneakers, the ruler here, and the scale here. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to measure the length, height, and width of the Milky Way. In centimeters. So I'm getting about 9 here, about 2.5 there, and 1.5 there. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for the Snickers bar. And I have about 9 here as well. About 2.5 there as well, and 1.5 there. So I'm getting that they are equal in size, height, and width, which when I compare the two together, they kind of look like that. So the next thing to do is look at the wrappers of the candy bars and note the mass. Okay, so the Milky Way has 52.2 grams. Snickers has 52.7. Number 3, calculate of each candy bar using the mass given on the wrapper. Oh, before we do that, we need to weigh it. See what they weigh on the scale in grams. So we're using the Milky Way first. Zero this out. And it says 54. So the wrapper says 52, so it's off a little bit. The next one is the Snickers bar. It says 52, and it's off just by some decimal points. Okay, so the next is to calculate it, given the mass on the wrapper. So that's what we're going to do. So what we have to do is divide the mass by the volume. And then for both of them, now since they're both the same figures that I got with my candy bars, then they're going to come out very similar. With the volume, it's going to definitely be the same. But when we come down here to calculate the mass, we're going to have, to calculate the density, it's going to have 1.5466 for the Milky Way and 1.5614 for the Snickers bar. Okay, so the next step is to cut the candy bars in half. Well, I'm losing some. Okay, so we're going to do the measuring again. The height is going to definitely stay the same. That's 1. Everything else will be the same because nothing's changed on that. That's 2. And that's changed there. 3. Now, these are just a little bit shorter in length than they were together, I think, but yeah, so because of the extra there, and I don't know if that's taken into consideration, but the volume calculation is the length times width times height. We do that for all four of them. I label each piece 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, measure them, just did that. Get the mass of each piece. Okay, so the rest is calculations. Measured mass for 1. That's 27. Number 2 is 26. Number 3, 27. And number 4. Is 25. Now we just do the calculations. And we're done.